the bang, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang. AaroniMoses, AaroniMoses, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang, we the bang. Hey, like, share, comment, subscribe, 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 like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yo, what up? That's AaroniMoses. I got this request. Guy, come here. From one of the homies. I should have just looked at your I didn't look at your YouTube name, your username. But basically he wants me to make a video about how I felt the first time I ever made a drug transaction. Now of course I don't remember, because that was almost 10 years ago. It was a fucking 90% chance that I was off some fucking dope my goddamn self. And I made fucking thousands of drug deals, alright? So I don't remember it. But when I first started doing it, the first year, I mean, it's always felt like this. It's always felt like, it's always been exciting, bro. It's always been exciting, and there's so many times that I lost money and I did some shit where I would break even, whether I did something or I, you know, gave people the wrong sack or whatever the fuck, and lost money where I was just doing it just off of reputation, just so I can break even, you know. But the whole thing was, I always felt like I was walking on set like I was about to record a fucking movie or some shit. You know what I mean? It always felt like, so the first thing I would do, I would get my shit, I would put on some music, like some Jeezy. I had a playlist for preparing, not even preparing me, but just keeping up that energy for me to get from point A to point B till the fucking clients came through and whatever happened was gonna happen, you know? So I will always put on some Mr. 17.5 from Jeezy's, like my favorite song, from Jeezy. Some Gucci, some T.I., something like that. You know, this is 2007, you know, 6 or 7 when I started doing this shit. So this is like the golden era of fucking trap music at this time. So I mean, I felt excited. It felt like a rush. I was never like scared or wary or whatever, because one of the reasons that I did start getting into this practice, this trade, was because I had a good amount of people and friends that were both feared and respected. So people were not gonna fuck with me just because of that. It wasn't. There was never a fear factor, because I only served usually just white people and people that were from the area, which was not like a tough, rough area. And everybody thought my friends were from the fucking projects and from the worst parts of fucking Atlanta or wherever the fuck they came from, and they just didn't want those issues. So it just felt like I was going on a roller coaster every time. Every time I fucking sold drugs for like the first year, I felt like a man. You know, I had my fucking knife with me and fucking a fucking pocket full of rocks and shit. Not like crack rocks, like rocks, like from the earth rocks. Ready to throw some sand in a nigga's face and stab him. But it felt good. I mean, I'll try to remember, bro. The first time I ever sold drugs was most likely to a white person. It was probably it was most likely outside of school, because I didn't start bringing weed to school until I was like a sophomore or a junior, like the end of the first semester of junior year. 'Cause I always hated that shit. I hated that shit, and I always thought that shit was stupid. Especially considered I didn't even live fucking 3 miles from my house, from school, I mean. So, I don't remember, no, I don't. I want to say it was somebody that actually sold drugs themselves, and they just needed something to smoke at that time. I don't remember that shit, though. I remember the first time I ever sold biking, and it was to this kid. I don't really want to say his name, but I sold him for way too goddamn high, and he was mad. I remember the first time I sold Link. No, I don't remember that. But weed, no, I don't remember that first time. But the first year, I felt like it was my first day of school. It felt like I was going on a hot date. It felt like I was making that walk to lose my virginity. It felt like I just got my license and I was at the fucking dealership, you know. It was a rush. It was a drug in itself. It was hard to stop fucking selling drugs. It was as hard to stop selling drugs as hard as it is to stop using drugs. Not for me right now, but back then. That's why, that's one reason I don't recommend people sell drugs, because it's a fucking addiction in itself. The criminal lifestyle, people like studies have shown that when drug policies change, as far as making things illegal or decriminalized, people stop doing it because it's not illegal. It's not fucking fun anymore because it's legal to do. A lot of people sell drugs and use drugs because it's illegal and they're breaking the law and they need that rush. Now that the shit's legal, I mean, it's really, what the fuck? You know, you took that element away of me. Hey, I could just go to jail. People think I'm a thug. People think I'm cool because I'm breaking the law. Like, I mean, it's lame, really. But, you know, so's gambling. Like, I've never been a fan of gambling. Never. Like, shooting dice is cool because, you know, you could come up and shit like that and, like, whatever. But people don't gamble because they win money a lot of the time. They gamble because they could lose money. Because they don't know what's going to happen. Because they're too in control of their fucking lives. And they need a little less control and all that. But, yeah, it was a drug. It was awesome. I wasn't scared. I've always prided myself on customer service. I was probably a little nerdy. Probably hooked them up a lot. I know I didn't short them because I knew the rules, you know. People, especially back then, people know that you're their first client, or that's the first time, that's the first time you're fucking with them. They'll usually hook you up. But I learned that business is actually not good for business, because when you come back, you'll be slightly disappointed. I am fucking hungry, bro. All I ate was avocado, 2 eggs, peanut butter jelly sandwich, and some Powerade, and some beer. But yeah, it's AaroniMoses. I got a track coming out. Let me know if you want me to drop that shit, or if you want me to just keep it on for the mixtape. I'll play a snippet of it, or I might just play the whole thing. But you know, like this video, subscribe. Let me know what else you want me to fucking put out. I got another video coming out on the pros and cons of smoking weed. And yeah, so I'm about to switch it up a little bit as far as how I record, where I record, the length of my videos, things like that. So if you want me, next weekend I'm going to make hella videos like I did. I wrote literally, I want to say 25 pages of fucking essays. I've been working all goddamn weekend up to, from fucking Friday morning to last night at 10:30. So next weekend, definitely on the video shit. So let me know what you guys want me to talk about, and I'll fucking do it. You have exactly what, 8 days? Less than 8 days. So today, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday is your cutoff. So you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to tell me what the fuck you want me to make a video about. I'm already making a video on the 10 pros and cons of smoking weed. So that's it. It's AaroniMoses. Like this video. Socialize with me. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, email, website. You already know. Alright, man. Peace.